Hi, everybody. I'm Tori.
I'm Courtney, and we're your bitch pack friends.
Today, we're going to talk about our girl Taylor Swift getting back on the trail for the European leg of the Eras Tour. She was in Paris last weekend and she had some new adjustments for the tour.
Yes, the tour is different in a
So
few ways.
it's a lot different.
Yeah.
So we, I actually love how it worked out because I was just like on YouTube. I was trying to find something to listen to while I worked, and I saw that there was a live stream of the Eras Tour and for night one in Paris. It was the best live stream I have ever seen. Highest quality live stream I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot.
I have a confession.
What?
That was my first live stream. I had never watched it so you were watching it, and I was like envious. I wanted to see the new set, so I was like, send me the link. And I was literally driving down the road listening to it.
I want to say I'm surprised, but I guess I'm not surprised that you didn't stay up till midnight to watch it. So,
Yeah, that's the hard thing. If it's during the day, like it was what, 3 o'clock?
yeah. But all summer, she's going to be starting at 2 p.m. or 2 or 3 in the afternoon for her
Well,
European shows. So, we
I
have
know
a
what I'll
great
be
summer ahead
doing.
of us.
We sure do. We'll be at the pool,
Yeah.
phones out.
But yeah, so I sent you the link and we kind of watched it at the same time. And I think what I was surprised about, I mean, the first surprise obviously was that she went straight from Fearless into the Red era, and I was like,
What
oh
are you
my
doing?
gosh, what is she doing? Because that's usually where Evermore is. And so I was just like anticipating what was going to happen. And then so she did red, and then the first big change that she like shared aside from mixing it up was that she combined Folklore and Evermore together.
Yes.
Um
How
and
do you feel about that?
I think it was fine. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think of those albums as like one thing because I think I like for a while I liked Folklore a lot better, and now I think I
Hmm.
like Evermore better.
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously the same sound, but
Yeah.
a, somehow a different vibe.
Yeah. Um but I thought it was the right thing. Like she's gotta smash some time together,
Hmm.
and so it made sense. And I like that she did like she did a song from Folklore and then a song from Evermore and then a song from Folklore again.
Hmm.
And
Mixed them up.
I thought she was because she started doing Champagne Problems and then she's like, we're gonna mix them up. They're sisters. They belong together, and so I thought she was just gonna do the one from Folklore. I can't remember what the first one from Folklore is, but Folklore and then Champagne Problems and then call it a day. But she actually did like four more songs. She had like four more songs after
Kept
that.
going.
She
I was worried that Willow was gone.
Oh yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get rid of, especially the little intro she did for Willow. Like, we all loved it. You can't drop that.
Yeah. Well, the whole when we saw not to brag, but when we saw the Eras tour last summer, Evermore was my favorite set that she did.
It was
Um,
so good.
like the production, the costumes, the dancing, like I loved it.
Hmm.
And that's not even like it's not even my top 5 favorite album. So I was just blown away at how good it
Yeah.
was. And so I was kind of bummed that she changed it. Like she took
Yeah.
out Tolerate It and 'Tis the Damn Season.
So I will say, like being there, watching it live, I wasn't blown away. I loved Willow, obviously, but like Tolerate It, I could have done without live.
Mm-hmm.
And even Tis the Damn Season, beautiful song, one of my favorite songs. I could have done without it live, but watching it, the Eras Tour film, I like that they're in that.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Well,
And I'll also say about Evermore, I love creepy. Anything creepy. Ever since I was like a little girl, I loved spooky shit. So just like the Willow vibe, like the witchy, I
mhm,
loved that about it.
yeah. And then I mean, I feel like she teased us a little bit because she knows we love Willow, and so it seemed like she
Hmm.
wasn't gonna do it. And
Yeah.
Then she pulled it out right at the end of that
Yep.
set, and
Just
she's
kidding.
like, I didn't
Gotcha.
forget.
Gotcha.
But I thought that I Tolerate It, not one of my favorite songs again, but like the way she performed it with the big long table and how she's just like being dramatic and throwing glass off the table and stuff.
Yes.
I did miss that, but
Yep.
but
Very
it was
cool.
it was the right call, I think, to mix those songs up and move them around and to get rid of them. So
I
get rid
agree.
of a couple of them because she had to.
She does no wrong. Let's be real.
I was surprised that she kept Marjorie in. I did not
I
think
was
that one
too.
was going
I
to say.
could not believe Marjorie stayed.
That one was right up there. I mean, I love the Archer. I didn't want it to get cut, but I knew it would. And I thought the Archer and Marjorie gone.
Yeah.
I was like, if I know two things, it's that those songs are going.
No.
But she's like, no, Marjorie is staying.
Yeah. I wonder if she does that for her mom. I mean, I can't see her making a huge decision like that just to make her mom happy, but maybe she loves her mom.
She is a mama's girl.
She is. Big time.
Yeah, I feel like there was some sentimental value. I just don't feel like it was left in for commercial or even artistic value.
No, I think it's probably a skip for most people, to be honest.
Yeah. Unless you love a woman named Marjorie.
I don't know any Marjories.
So she mixed it up with Folklore and Evermore, and then what we thought she was gonna do, she did, but like times 100, is she included some Tortured Poets Department songs.
Yes.
In the set list.
Before we get to them, can I talk about the costume changes for the rest of the show?
Yeah, please.
So costumes are different. They're like brighter color, almost like neons.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know if it means something. There's a lot of orange, which people are bringing back to the karma theory. But just like brighter colors. And I don't know if that's just like what's in with fashion this year, because we're an entire year later.
Yeah.
I'm sure I don't know enough about fashion to know what's in and what's out, but her costumes look the same, different colors.
Yeah. I also like there were two costumes that she had that had like, did you see there was like a neck strap kind of with when she has like the two-piece with the 1989 set. I think it was just like two shoulder straps for the American tour, and then it has like it went around her neck like a halter.
Yes, like a halter. And the skirt is more of like a tennis skirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cute.
So those are like fun, subtle changes. But yeah, I think she's got to mix it up. You're right. It's a year's past. She's got to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah. There's been a lot of Reputation hints also.
Like what
from what everybody else is saying. So her 1989 outfit, there was like a little lion. Like it's like metal. I don't know what it's made out of, gold or something. It's probably pure gold. But she's also wearing it's like a necklace in one of her Reputation music videos. I think it might be Look What You Made Me Do. I don't know I can't remember what music video it is, but she had it on there. There's other stuff that people were pointing out, but I am not diving into any more Reputation clues because it's not helping.
You don't want to get your hopes up?
No, my hopes have been up since like the end of summer.
Remember? Yeah, we thought it was going to come out in like September. We were like, it's Halloween. No, it's November.
Yes.
No, she's going to give it to us for Christmas.
So I've been like, woo, like ready for Reputation. It just never happens. So I'm not even paying attention to it anymore.
Okay, that's probably for the best. You know, you got to guard your heart.
Yeah, I do.
But what do you think about that double album karma theory?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't believe there is a karma album.
I don't think there's a karma album either.
Yeah. I think she would have given it to us by now, but we're usually wrong. So hopefully there is one now that we've said that out loud.
If anything, wouldn't it just be the bonus I don't know. Maybe it's the bonus tracks for Reputation. Will be like orange themed or something.
Yeah, we'll see. There's something orange going on.
It's just like the one color she hasn't used.
She's like, you guys, I like orange.
Orange is so hot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed, speaking of extra hidden surprise albums. I really thought there was going to be a third album with the anthology.
You did. You thought after the fortnight we would have something else.
Yeah, and even I saw a reel the other day talking about, like, it was a picture of Taylor wearing a Beatles shirt, and
Mm.
it's like she's hinting at that third album, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what? Stop lying to me.
People are really, really trying to make the connections with the Beatles, and that's another one I'm not paying attention to.
Yeah, because you don't want to get your hopes up.
I just don't have time.
Yeah.
I don't have the mental space for it.
Yeah. I also, maybe she'll drop I was like, maybe she'll have 3 albums, like 3 hidden albums, like she'll have the anthology with Tortured Poets. Maybe she'll have another album with Rep, and then another album with Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
She's got to tell us
It
eventually.
seems like a lot. And also, no offense, I do like Tortured Poets, but like I think that she should have chose less than 31 songs. And
Mm-hmm.
so the idea that there are 15 or 16 more songs doesn't, it worries me more than it excites me.
I have to learn all of this. I have to memorize all these songs.
What if they're not good?
Right. I'm still skipping songs on the Tortured Poets department. I will say, I've been struggling with the Tortured Poets department only because it's the season. It feels like a winter album to me, and we're spring, we're going into summer. This isn't what I want to listen to. But I will say the visuals of the set from the Eras tour helped me big time.
Yeah. With the Tortured Poets.
Yes, the visuals and how it sounds live. You can actually hear the band, so it sounds bigger. It sounds more rock and roll, like what I wanted.
Yeah.
Originally, it sounds so much better than the album, and that helps me a lot.
Yeah. So I thought she was gonna maybe do 2 songs from Tortured Poets. What were you expecting?
I once I saw the rehearsal thing, I expected an entire set the way it is.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, she ended up doing But Daddy I Love Him, So High School, Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, Down Bad, Fortnight, The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, and I Can Do It with a Broken Heart. Which when I was watching it and she just kept doing, and I really was like, okay, she did her 2 songs. That good job, Taylor. And then
Kept
she
going.
just kept going and going
Yes.
and going and going. And I was like,
Yes.
this is amazing.
Yep.
And I was super impressed. And then to your point, like it sounded so good.
Yes. Well, and I like I just said a couple minutes ago, I love spooky and horror, and even just the intro that she gave for the Tortured Poets department live, it was giving like spooky psych ward asylum, like psycho,
Yeah.
psychotic break, and that's it was like a spooky horror film,
It was scary.
and that's what I loved.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of helped me with like the sound of the album too, is if you think of it in a creepy way. But that being said, I would have liked the album to sound darker.
Mm-hmm.
Like
She just gave a hint.
Spooky, like more rock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, I'm with you.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite song that she did was Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, because I mean, I really like that song, but what I've found from talking to people and even just things I see online is that it's very divisive. Like some people love it and some people hate it, and I feel like she like really redeemed it in the show, and she was like, "No, this song is good. You guys listen." And like she was on that moving stage, and she's up there and she's like screaming.
So cool.
And the drums are going, and
this song was a skip for me until I saw it on the tour, and then now I listen to it every time I'm in the car.
Yeah, it's I thought she did a great job with that. I was really pleased.
Yep, I loved it.
But also she did But Daddy I Love Him, starting off strong. That was a good starting song, I think. Really sets the tone.
Well, and it's I think it was a good intro because everybody likes that song. It's like upbeat, but she still made it like dark and creepy in her own way. With like even her dance moves were like a little twitchy. It was giving like Emma Stone in Poor Things. where it's just kind of like something's off about
It's a
this
little
person.
unhinged, yeah.
Yeah, it's unhinged. And I loved, so there's a part, I don't know what part of the song, it's towards the middle end, where she's performing in the middle and her dancers are up on like risers on the sides, so it looks like bleachers or a stadium, and she's singing and they're all watching her, and at one point they even do the finger wag, so like they're representing her fans at that point. They're us during this performance. So she's literally, she does it again with I Can Do It With a Broken, is that the one? No, it is But Daddy I Love Him, where she's singing to us and then there's a visual of us on the stage. Just like she's on it.
She is on it. Yeah, that was really well done. And then so high school, she just did a little taste of the song, but when I heard it, I was like, oh, she's gonna get married to Travis.
I know.
I love that for her.
Did you notice her and her dancers are recreating the photos and videos of her at football games?
I didn't see it, but then I saw a video of it and I was like, that's awesome. This is some good choreography. Very intentional.
I didn't notice that until I saw other people pointing it out, but yes. I love the choreography of the entire set.
Yeah, it's so, I mean, this album, I've said it 100 times, but I just feel like it's so like connected to her real life, or at least the life that we perceive of her.
Yeah, what she shows us.
Yeah, and it's like you can listen to a song and then be like, oh yeah, I remember the video that this correlates to, or the football game that she was at that this correlates to. And I don't know. I mean, I didn't really follow her personal life earlier on in her career like I do now, and so I can't speak to it being the same, but it just feels so like it's almost like she's making a documentary of her life with this album, because it's like so on the nose, and I'm like, oh yeah, like I remember when Maddie did that, and now she's writing a song about it.
Here we are.
Yeah,
we're getting the deets.
Yeah. But yeah, and then I mean, we already talked about this, but that video of Travis recording So High School with his camera light on, like,
right, so cute. Such a dad move.
Such a dad move. And also, have you heard, like, there's kind of not backlash, but just kind of jokes about like her line of like, you know how to ball, I know Aristotle, and they're like, is Travis dumb? And it's like, listen, yes, but it's not a problem.
It doesn't matter. You can't have it all.
He's got a heart of gold.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Like, he's just not book smart. I'm sure he's got common sense.
Yeah, and he's great. He doesn't know a lot about Aristotle, but who cares?
Writing is not his forte. He will not be writing any songs with Taylor.
That's why they're a good team. They complement each other.
Balance.
All right, so we talked about Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, Down Bad. Did you like that spaceship?
I loved the spaceship. Well, I thought it was dorky at first, but I did come around it. So it made me think of like the whole set feels like an episode of Unsolved Mysteries. You get your spooky ghost story, you get some psychotic breaks, and now you've got your aliens.
Yeah,
all right up my alley.
I do really like that song, but I do think it's a little bit of a weird mixed metaphor of like her getting abducted by aliens and her crying at the gym, but you know what?
Yeah,
it's fine.
Are you in space, or are you here at the gym? Where are you?
Are you at the Planet Fitness on Mars? Is that
She's like, you dummies, that's the point. I was in space and I want to go back.
Yeah, she's like, you guys made me come back.
Right.
With all your bitching and moaning.
That was another move. I like bitching and moaning, whatever she does. But yes, I did also like Down Bad was like a short, well, they're all kind of shortened versions for the most part, but I liked that she mashed it up with Fortnite.
Yeah. I don't remember. I'm having a hard time remembering the visual of Fortnite, but yeah, it was definitely one where I was like, oh, she's doing Fortnite too, another song.
Yeah.
So that was great.
Well, yeah. So like, The first time watching, I didn't remember what happened during Down Bad, and I didn't remember what happened during Fortnite, but watching that all the second time, I was like, oh, duh. For Fortnite, she just kind of like recreated the music video without Post Malone.
That would have been nice if he had just come on the tour
just put him on the tour.
Just for like 30 seconds. He comes out.
Right. Just a bit of something.
Did you watch the official music video?
Yes, I did.
Okay. You know that part where they're like laying down in the grass and they're both in the coats and they're like looking at each other?
Mm-hmm.
That is exactly like a 1975 music video where they do the same thing. So
Marv.
She had it bad.
She's down bad.
But okay, the most surprising song that she did in this set to me, when she started doing The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, I was like, damn, Taylor.
She wanted to make sure somebody got that message.
You're out for blood on this one.
Yes. Because that's literal blood. It's a battlefield.
Because that song, like listening to the album, that's one of the songs that I thought would translate the least well to being on stage at the Eras tour. But she's like,
found a way.
We're freaking doing it.
She's like, oh yeah.
Everyone needs to
watch
know.
This.
Everyone needs to know.
That was another one. Loved the choreography. Well, it's like the bridge. I don't remember any of it except for the bridge where they're marching. There are snare drums and the dancers are slowly falling and she's literally taking hits and the lights are flashing red on her like blood. It's just like so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, she did great. And then she ended it, which, I mean, how could she not, with I Can Do It With a Broken Heart.
Yes, but don't skip the transition between the two songs where she's dead and they're bringing her back to life. They're just kind of smacking her out of it. They're helping her get dressed. She literally drops her pretty white dress off of her and she's in like her skivvies.
Yeah, her glittery underwear.
Skivvies. Yeah, that's what I'm wearing right now under these sweatpants. For sure.
Yeah, no, you're right. That was a good transition. And she's like, she doesn't want to do it, and they're like, get it together, Taylor.
Yep, you're going. And I really love like she's still looking back at her dancers that just like dressed her, got her ready. Like, what is going on? And then she just snaps, and the song starts. I was like, ooh.
Yeah,
I liked it.
That was really good.
Yes.
And I loved her outfit, like her little gold jacket.
Yeah, she's like a ringleader.
Yeah, that was cool.
A hot ringleader.
A hot circus performer.
Yes.
Yeah, so, and that song is so, I mean, I remember when we listened to that song for the first time, I was like, this song is going to be so good on stage.
And it was.
It's so fun.
Yeah, I also love during that song. So all through the show, there are parts during songs where like they give a little extra. Like the band will do a little something more, or she'll do a little something more. And she does it during I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, the part where she says, I can hold my breath. And then she like yells, I've been doing it since he left. I'm like, I'm getting tickets just to see that part.
Yeah. Man, I know. I want to see it now in real life.
I know. So I told you, like, I've been struggling with this album a bit, but I could see I would go to the Tortured Poets tour where it's just this album.
Just this album, yeah. I would do it. The set design, the choreography, the music, the drums. Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the show, I mean, at least the show that we watched, it still was only like 3 hours and 20 minutes. So I was like, this is going to be a 4-hour show.
She managed.
She got it in. I'm sure
she found a way.
I'm sure she did, because she added in all these songs and extra dancing. So I'm sure she's more tired than she was last year. But good for her. She's the GOAT. Best there is.
She's the GOAT. And she's living my dream. She is now the hot monster in a scary movie during this set.
And she's on tour with Paramore, which is
a dream show.
Incites
Can you
jealousy
imagine?
For me. No,
oh my gosh.
I can't imagine it.
I can't.
Well, it's
I can't fathom
like
it.
Too good to be true.
It is, and we don't get to see it. Total shit.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah. So she and Haley are just bonding and being besties and putting on a show every night across Europe all summer, and You know what? I'm happy for them.
I cannot believe they're not doing Castles Crumbling at every single show.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like, I get they're short on time, but she's there. Like, Haley is there
Yeah,
every
why
night.
doesn't she, like when Phoebe Bridgers was there, she came out. Didn't she
Yeah,
come out every night she was on
every
tour?
night
Yeah.
that I know of. And this
I
is
feel like
Haley.
I feel like Haley might be difficult.
Do you think Haley's like, I'm not doing that?
Well, do you remember did you read that Taylor like pitched her an idea for a
And she
song they
said,
could
I'm
do
not doing
and she
that.
was like, I don't really do that
She's
anymore.
like, that's not Paramore anymore. I'm like, Haley, just do it.
That's
That's the Paramore we want.
Yeah. This slow. I mean, that's what Haley likes now, I think, is these slow, kind of angsty, emotional ballads. Which,
I'm pretty
listen,
sure.
there's a time and a place for them, but
Yes, I think she hates the original Paramore sound. I think she
oh yeah,
hates it.
I mean, we talked about this, but they didn't do Misery Business. Are you freaking kidding me?
Do
your one job.
you want to pay your bills? Honestly, Misery Business.
Yeah.
Put it in the show.
Yeah, I remember even like a long time ago seeing an interview with Avril Lavigne where she's like, you know, do I like playing complicated every night? No, but like, that's my job.
The people want it. Seriously.
Yeah. You gotta.
It kind of ticks me off.
Do you know how much stuff I do in a workday that I don't want to do? A lot.
Right. Get
a
over
lot.
it. It is, what, 3 minutes? Well, so they usually bring somebody up to sing it with them. Maybe she's like, well, I can't bring anybody on stage, so we can't do it. She's like, I'm not singing the entire song.
Or she could have one of the guys. I feel like they could mix it up. She could have one of the guys do it or something.
You know what? That song is so fucking good. They could sing it after Karma. Bring her out after Karma. Her and Taylor will sing it together.
Yeah. Yeah, that would. And the Speak Now set is so overlooked. I think Speak Now is probably Taylor's most overlooked album in general.
Well, now it's just one song, right?
Yeah, she cut out Long Live, which like that song is amazing. And I'm and you know, she didn't do it at the Detroit show, but she started adding it in later, and like that song is amazing, and I'm sure it's amazing live. And I don't know why she doesn't have any love for it. She could add in Long Live and Castles Crumbling.
Yeah.
And
and we would love Back to December. Dear John, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah, Dear John, come on.
What? How much did he pay her? How much did he pay her to not sing that on the tour?
I don't know. Something's going on. We'll get a tell all when the NDAs expire.
Yes. There are people who think she's making a documentary. So did you see she copyrighted Female Rage the musical?
Yes, I did see that.
Or like applied to it anyways.
Yeah.
So people are like, maybe that's a documentary. I guess. So certain shows. So I know in Paris there were signs up like smile, you're on camera. And then in Sydney also. And I saw somebody posted that they saw camera crews recording like her crew, like moving stuff under stage. So I don't know if that's true or not. We'll never know until something comes out or doesn't. But I would love like a behind the scenes look at this tour.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get one, probably.
I hope so. Maybe it'll be called Female Rage the musical.
Whatever it is, I'll watch it. Those are the smartest Swifties are the ones that look at all the copyright trademark.
I know. I wouldn't even know how to do that.
They get to the bottom of things. And there has been, well, I don't know if this aligns with the documentary thing, but I know there, like 6 months ago, there was a lot of speculation that Taylor was writing a musical, just a straight up musical.
Like the last Great American Dynasty, basically.
Yeah. And she had like she had like bought ad space, like billboards on Broadway in New York.
Oh, right.
New York, Nashville, and LA. And that was supposed to be like a clue that she was going to put something on Broadway.
I do remember that.
I'd see it, whatever it is.
Maybe it's a clue for Female Rage.
I'm glad Travis is cool with all the expressions of female rage.
Yes. He's
Not
like, I'm
every
fine.
he
We're good.
probably is unaware, but
He's like, let it out.
just yeah.
He's like, don't
Just
direct it at me. Let
don't be
it
mad
out.
at me, but you can be mad at other people.
He's like, keep yelling at your fans. Those
Yeah,
Swifties deserve it.
tell him to back off. One thing that I read about Paris that I thought was very funny, is that so there are more people coming to Paris for the Eras Tour than are projected to come to the Olympics this summer. Which I don't. I just think that's great. Like she's bigger than the Olympics.
I love that for her. I guess I don't know. Like, I don't know how to compare that. I don't know how big the Olympics are.
I mean, it's like a worldwide event that happens only every 4 years.
Yeah.
And then
and people love sports.
Yeah, people are crazy for sports. It's weird.
People are nuts.
And she, even in one day, she did it 3 nights in a row, but one day at the Eras Tour is bigger than the whole of the Olympics.
That's crazy. The entire Olympics.
Yeah.
Well, and we were talking about how it's cheaper to go to Paris and get tickets to the Eras Tour than it is to see the Eras Tour here in the US.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
So it was just like a bunch of Americans in Paris.
It just makes you think. What could you do?
Yeah.
I'm sure there were a lot of French people in Paris too, but
yeah, probably a couple.
Or just people from all over Europe or all over the world. But yeah, it does. I was surprised to hear that. I don't know why. I don't know why it's cheaper there. Cost of living is higher in a lot of parts of Europe.
Maybe they don't have as many like scalpers.
Maybe they don't have Ticketmaster.
Maybe they don't have stupid Ticketmaster messing everything up. Maybe people just don't like resell them there like they do here.
Yeah, or there might be laws against like ups how much you can price gouge and stuff.
Yeah, that's what we need. Taylor, get on that.
Taylor, I'm surprised she hasn't. I really thought she was gonna start her own ticketing company.
That's what Karma is. Karma is Taylor's Ticketmaster.
Karma Tickets Inc. But yeah, so I think I shared this with you already, but I read that Paris is in preparation for the Olympics. They're doing a campaign to teach French people how to be nice to tourists, because French people are notoriously so rude to tourists.
They're like, you're scaring everybody away.
So maybe this was a good practice weekend for them of like, here's how to be nice to tourists.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're gonna put you at the worst of the worst Americans.
The most annoying Americans are coming.
We're gonna test your patience.
Did you hear about in the Tom Brady roast how Tom Brady kind of made fun of the Swifties?
I heard, but I didn't see what he said.
He said, Kansas City, you think you have the loudest arena in football? It's because all of your fans are 14-year-old girls.
I'm not 14.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not a great joke, but you know,
he tried.
Taylor's everywhere.
Did you see Kim Kardashian got booed?
Yes, I heard that.
How do you feel about that?
I feel great.
Same. I know some people are like, well, it's a room full of men. What do they have against it? Like, it wasn't Swifties. It's a room full of men. So why do they hate her?
Because she sucks.
She does suck. And I also think it was just like the worst crowd for any reality star. Like, guys who are there because they like Tom Brady probably never watched the Kardashians, and they probably think the entire idea of it is just dumb as hell. So yeah, she got booed.
Yeah, it is. I mean, they did make fun of her. So she got made fun of for her dad defending O.J. Simpson and for making a sex tape. So I feel like that was good. Accurate.
Those two together. But all those guys who booed her probably watched her sex tape more than once.
Yeah, I'm sure that's true.
They're like, boo, we love you.
I read that. Make another sex tape.
Yeah, more. We want more. That's why she got booed. They're like, where's the second?
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, it was weird. They made a lot of jokes about O.J. Simpson. But I read an article about how she got booed for like 5 minutes, and then I watched the recording, and in the recording they cut it out. So
Yes, you can still look up the live video.
Oh, okay.
It was not 5 minutes.
Okay. How long was
It's like 10 seconds, if
Okay.
that.
All right. Well,
She'll be fine.
5 minutes is a long time. But yeah, but they cut it out of the recording that they published.
They did?
Yeah. They thought that was too mean, I guess.
Mm.
Did you? But like, I've been
Here we go, altering recordings again.
Yeah, that's not right. I've read a lot in the last couple days about like the backlash of the roast, and like, you know, Tom Brady said this thing about Taylor, and like Giselle Bundchen is mad, and it's like, it's a roast. What did you guys think was gonna happen?
Listen, let's just stop roasting people because our world can't handle it anymore.
I think we need to roast people, but also if you're gonna do it, you need to commit. Like,
yes.
Tom Brady just sounds like a bitch now because he's like
you're signing up to get bullied. Like, what are you expecting?
Yeah.
It's not gonna be nice jokes. They're not gonna be like, oh, we heard you're so good in bet, and like, it's not gonna be nice.
Tom Brady is too handsome.
Tom Brady is so good looking. I got nothing to say.
Yeah. Well, I hope they get somebody else to do a roast because I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. More roast. You're right. We need more roast. Let's do Joe Biden. Too soon? Since he's still president, should I wait?
Yeah, wait a little bit. That's funny. All right. Do you know, I wonder where Taylor's going this weekend?
I don't know.
Oh, where? Stockholm.
Oh, wherever that is.
Stockholm, Sweden. She did the song Paris, which I liked.
Makes sense.
Supported that. And she did Begin Again for Travis, supposedly.
Of course she did.
She's beginning again. So
aren't we all?
She's back, baby.
She's back on tour. Baby. I do love the videos where people are comparing her from the beginning of the tour last year to now, and just how much happier she looks. Like, she did look fucking sad. Let's be real. And what's funny is she's like, in I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, she's like, because I'm miserable and nobody even knows. Like, girly, we knew.
We all knew.
All your surprise songs were the saddest, most depressing songs. We knew.
We knew. Yeah, we did. I remember you and I talking about that. Like, that must be really weird to be the biggest tour, being the biggest tour ever, and then have
be so fucking sad.
Carrying around this broken heart everywhere you go. But she's fine now.
Yep. And that's when you were like, that's when you said, I want her to date somebody gross. You did this.
And she did. And you know what? I think it was rough, but I think it was good for her. She got it out of her system.
It was good for all of us.
It needed to happen.
It did. And
now we're done with Maddie. We got a new album, and she's with Travis. And
we all win in the end.
Hopefully endgame. So
yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, so Tortured Poets on tour. She's back. Better than ever.
Absolutely tortured.
Courtney and I will let you know if we go to Europe.
Yeah. On our way.
Show. Yeah, that's all I got. Anything else?
I don't think so. I mean, we could keep going, but nobody wants to listen to us for an entire day.
All right, you guys, we're your bitch pack friends.
Bye.